Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle video tutorial on Affinity Photo and channels. How to create interesting colour effects using Deform Filter along with channels. So first thing to do, just got an image with a gradient. Of course you could use anything else, doesn't have to be a gradient, but I'm just going to go with a very basic gradient that's made up, this one obviously a couple of layers, which I've turned into a single pixel layer. So channels panel, where can you find that? Go to View, Studio, and channels. So it's there, channels panel, and you can see it. There's the channel panel, and you can see composite red, composite green, composite blue. See all the colour channels there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to select one of those. So as soon as I do that, I just go into the red channel. Just only the red channel is active. And what you can do, you can use filters. And you got here obviously deform, but I'm just going to go to distort and deform. So there's the deform one. And always puts it down the bottom there. Wish it would put it in the middle, but it doesn't. Now what you can do, I always prefer similarity. I just generally always use similarity. Fortunately it defaults to rigid. And then you can just add some pins or handles. I'm not really certain what the name is, to be honest. So what you can do, now you can just drag there and you can see you can distort your image. Now you might want to move that out of the way. You can, now it's not like a standard dialogue where you can't move things away and move things around. So you can access the rest of it. But you've got to remember to click apply. If you don't, if you just go off it, it will suddenly disappear and you'll lose your work. But you can distort this. Now, unfortunately, there is no preview feature where you can see the preview applied to the RGB, the complete sort of all of the channels together. That would be really nice, but there sadly isn't. So what you can do, you can just quit. Now, I always find it works best with the similarity and just add in these pins or handles, whatever you want to call them, right very close. And you can then drag around and create some very interesting designs. And this is all in the red channel. And also you can modify this if you want to. You can put it back to the very similar. You don't have to have it. Click apply. So now you've got this design with just the red channel. Or what you can do it in the green channel as well. And again, this is obviously you can't see what you're getting at this point, but of course, with a little bit of doing this a few times, you get to the point where you know sort of you're going to get something that's pretty reasonable. So again, I've got the green channel selected now, and what I can do, I can go to filters and distort and deform. Now, I don't want to apply the same deform to it, so I'm just going to put it down there. I'm going to use, again, I'm just going to add a couple of pins there, and you can distort it, and you can see you can create some very weird designs there. And this layer, it's all over the place. Now, if you want to have it so avoid sort of stretching it off and having great big gaps, what you can do, you can actually put these pins or handles, whatever you want to call them, around the edge. And that sort of, unfortunately, there's no feature to, pin the whole thing so you don't get this sort of like distortion. And you can put them very near each other and you can just drag them around. You can see you can create some variety of different designs. Well, you got that. Now and you can sort of, so you got the result there. It's very tiny. Now you can see actually large thumbnails. Must admit, I wish they would actually have an option where you could actually make larger ones, like 200 by 200 would be nicer. However, let's just go to the blue one now. And what I can do now, I can just go down here, distort, deform. You don't have to use the blue one. You can obviously avoid it completely. You can just apply it again. And unfortunately, it's not live there, so you can't see it updating in that panel. And you can drag that anyway. And you can always reduce it down. So if you don't want to have it full on, you can just change it like that very quickly and easy. Click apply. Now, once you've done that, what you can do, you can go back to the whole lot. You can see the design there. So just click there and you got it. And you can see it looks exactly like that. And you've got this sort of very unusual, colourful design just from a very, very basic gradient. And also using the deform filter, you can create all kinds. And also, of course, what you can do, you can always play a game. Though, of course, it's not using the colour channels. But you could actually do that as well. You could actually go to that channel and apply, repeat, and then just go back to all of them. So you can use that. So it's up to you. But there it is. super colourful design created from a very basic gradient using Deform and using colour channels. Well, I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Always adding new tutorials all the time about Photoshop, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Affinity Publisher, Illustrator and many other applications. Also, please subscribe. Add videos daily, so always great if you could subscribe. Also, some comments. Anything I've done wrong, anything I've done right, please put in the comments. Always appreciated. Also, a dislike or like. A thumbs up or thumbs down. That's always great. And I knock the mic there. Thank you much. Bye.